defensive playbook now in his arsenal, and they've been so impressed with the way he engineers.
Yeah, and the way the plays are calling, they're designed to do what he's good at. They lean toward his strengths, and that also helps.
Lowry with time. It's a clean pocket. Conley with the catch, trying to get away, but he cannot. Beebe, the linebacker, hanging on. And Conley is slow to get up.
And that was that triple option look again, throw that they just ran from the other hash. At this point, Walt Bell is repping some of his other offenses. And when you do that as a coordinator, when you have a 4-score lead, it gives the next team you play a lot to think about. Instead of just honing in on, okay, they run this, this, and this. They've thrown everything at Ball State today and the next team that they play.
Pitching it, trying to stretch it to the outside. Good pursuit defense, though. Number of Cardinals shadowing Miles. McCargo, the backup sniper, one of the first ones in there. McCargo, the fifth-year senior, his third stop after starting his career at Temple. Spent last year at Division II Virginia Union, and now part of the depth in the back end for Ball State defensive coordinator Jeff Knowles.
Yeah, Ball State secondary is actually pretty deep. I mean, they can play up to about 9 guys, respectfully, and still get production.
Third down, that's the right read, and there goes Lowry, and see you later. Touchdown. Lowry has his first on the ground, and he continues this huge afternoon today.
I think that formation right here had Ball State lined up. You had a quarterback counter, but look at that hole right down the hash. And then the question is, where's the free safety at? Well, he went with the jet motion fake, and that was Whitner. Some of those guys now chasing, but that's just how you draw it up to quarterback counter. But Ball State had a lot of miscommunication there in their secondary. As I just said, they go 9 deep back there.
Domschke adds the point after. That hole was so big. The right tackle, Chad Schuster, had nobody to block. He was ready to pave the way. There was no paving needed. All Lowry, 37 yards. Western Michigan keeps pouring it on.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests pay for their testimonials.
With schizophrenia, it can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic, it's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement across a range of schizophrenia symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take it allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
The holidays can be a lot, but with your new Dell PC with Intel inside, you can handle a lot. From taking care of holiday to-dos to taking care of Aunt Gina, even if she can be a lot.
The Great Fire of 1835 forced most insurance companies to close, but not us. The day our founders pitched in to pay every claim is the day the Hartford became the Hartford.
To 1973, the last time a Western Michigan quarterback rushed for 100 yards in a game. Well, today, Brock Lowry has done that. 13 carries, 108, growth through the air, a career high 241 yards passing. And that's Taylor. Yeah, keep feeding them. They are eating well today, homecoming weekend.
Yeah, Coach Taylor likes that homecoming. It's always good to have a big win if you can pull it off. But I just think what Coach Taylor and Coach Bell and those guys have done with the development of that young man right there, Brock Lowry, starting off as a backup. But every time he got in those first 3 games, he showed flashes. And he showed more of what they wanted out of that position. For what they're trying to do offensively to complement the tight ends, the receivers, and the running backs. And his development, he's growing up right in front of our eyes. And this system, I think, is perfect for what he does.
Campbell sailed through the end zone off the foot of Hunter Smith for the touchback. And really, before we go any further, how about the job that Chris O'Leary has done with the Western Michigan defense? This is probably, and I think this would be accurate to say, maybe one of the 5 biggest turnarounds in college football when you look at what the Broncos did defensively a season ago to how well he has them playing this year.
Yeah, and Coach Taylor has said publicly that he believes when Chris O'Leary took the job, that was a grand slam hire, and he knew what he had. And O'Leary obviously spent some time with the Chargers in Michigan and been some other places, but he knows what he's doing, and he's getting these guys playing lights out.
Far side throw and a short gain. Yeah, you mentioned the grand slam. Taylor said he knew Chris O'Leary from his days at Notre Dame. They were on the staff together during the real solid years for the Fighting Irish. And one of the first calls he made when looking to replace the defensive coordinator from a year ago was to Chris O'Leary. And O'Leary at the time was in the NFL. He was working with the safeties with the Chargers and Coach Harbaugh. I think what Coach Harbaugh said in describing O'Leary was such a huge credit to who he is, as this defense looks like they have another takeaway. The strip, and let's see who ended up on top of it.
Covered by the defense.
It is Western Michigan. Moon with the recovery. He had a one-handed pick last week in his return to the lineup, and now he ends up with a fumble recovery.
Well, it was just a disaster from the start. Watch the penetration. I believe 42, Will Garrick and company. Those guys are in that backfield. He's the one that jarred it loose. And good things happen when you run to the ball, as Moon got off a block. But watch Garrick punch it out right there. And they came all the way from the backside. So when you talk about Chris O'Leary defense, what I'm seeing is fast, physical, athletic, disruptive, havoc plays. Look at him.
He is fast becoming a hot commodity.
Yeah, he is.
But going back, just finishing the talk, Coach Harbaugh described him as a connector of people. When I asked Lance Taylor about that, he said absolutely. The way he has his guys flying to the football, all playing for one purpose. Brady Jones getting some reps late. Scrambles his way to the 25.
It's good to see Jones out there getting some reps. He started off as a two-headed monster at quarterback. You see the stature, 6'3", 197. Played a lot of football this season, had his opportunities, and if Western Michigan's going to make a run, they're going to need both of these quarterbacks.
One of the 3 junior college transfers on the offensive side of the football. Look at the spin. Devin Miles setting up a 3rd down. When you look at the trio of Miles, Montaele, and Jones, they all beat each other up in the junior college ranks out of the state of California.
Yeah, that junior college ball in California is the real deal. A lot of talent comes out of there every year. A lot of schools in this conference really do pluck from that California JUCO talent pool.
They go empty set for Brady Jones on 3rd down. Design draw all the way by Jones. Nice cutback. Good vision, and he is able to torpedo his way to a 1st down. Darren Conley the tackle, but too late. 1st down run for Jones.
See, one of things that Walt Bell's done, especially with those two guys, you talk about Buckley, Montaele, is he gotta feed everybody. It's like, I bet if I came to your house, Sean, everybody's gonna eat. You know, if you come to my house, everybody's gonna eat, and that's how Walt Bell treats his offense.
You're going to eat a lot of mashed potatoes if you come to my house, but you will eat. Here's the option, the late pitch, going up into the air with the hurdle. Evan Miles, second time that he has had liftoff in Kalamazoo from the nearby airport.
That's that third running back there, speed option. Nice job by the offensive line. It's just wide zone blocking up front. Look at that athletic hurdle. Seen that a lot. Timed it up. Landed on his feet. Just a supreme athletic move. Looked like he might have been a hurdler in high school right there, buddy.
Talked about these three players just beating each other up in the junior college ranks. Montaele, his team at junior college level, beat Miles in the California State Championship. Jones beat Montalele. Here is Jones, and he can't quite dodge the bullet coming in from Atawoyan. Second and goal, clock continuing to move inside 5 minutes. Western Michigan will prove to an impressive 3-0 in the MAC.
Ball State here, you still have to keep scratching and clawing and fight. Coaches evaluate every snap, regardless if you're winning or losing.
Pick up the first down on that last carry. This is Miles looking for the goal line, tripped up 2 yards shy. Hughes, the tackle. Drew Hughes wearing number 47 as a tribute to one of his best friends, former UNLV linebacker Ryan Keeler, who tragically passed away with a rare heart condition while in Las Vegas. And Drew and Ryan were so tight. So as a way to honor him and to keep his memory, he switched his jersey to 47. One of the leaders of the Ball State defense. Second down and goal. They will hand it off, and again, he is denied. Eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back plays by Mr. Hughes.
Yeah, that's a big-time stop there. Hughes is tough to block, man. 6'2", 294. I mean, he's just not going to move. It's going to take more than one person. Say he made a big jump between last season and this one with his game and his development.
And his ability to get off those blocks, the disengagement.
On Sports.com, number 4 of the defense. That pulled me at force after this is the goal. Result, an automatic first down.
Losing a little bit of discipline, Eric McLean.
3 minutes, 51 seconds.
Not sure what happened there, Marcus. It happened way after the whistle, and McLean with some explaining to do along the Ball State sideline.
Yeah, that's just, you know, you'll get an earful from the head coach when you start making those undisciplined, unforced errors.
Rabowski, the H-back. The back of the end zone throw to the tight end Conley for the touchdown. Brady Jones gets into the act. Conley with his first touchdown catch as a Bronco. The Central Michigan turned Marshall turned Western Michigan transfer, and everybody getting into the act today. 41-0. You talk about a statement, loud and clear being said.
Well, I'll tell you what, they made a statement with that play design too, the way they high-load the corner and created a clean window to pass. But what a performance here by the Western Michigan football team.
Football is certainly in the family when you look at Kate Conley. His dad, Tony, played football at Perennial Power Ferris State. Conley was an all-MAC tight end early in his career at Mount Pleasant. He's found a new home in Kalamazoo, part of a deep tight end room.
Hey, your barber will be right with you. One barber? Hey, I'll get some burgers after this. So in. Just the sides and the top, please. Same, keep it tight.
Dude, yours looks great. That's what I'm talking about.
Fresh.
Now I'm kind of feeling chicken.
Can't wait to show my mom.
These are the holidays. They can be a lot. And this is your new Dell PC with Intel inside. It helps you handle a lot. From taking care of business with all-day battery life, to taking care of holiday to-dos with AI tools, to taking care of Aunt Jean, even if she can be a lot.
Imagination in flight begins with a sheet of paper, a couple folds, and a simple throw. But for some, the exhilaration and wonder behind flight never fades. At GE Aerospace, we turn what ifs into what's next. Because when the right idea catches the wind, there's no limit to how far the next generation will go.
No panic with this Western Michigan team. They started the season 0-3, lost in East Lansing at Michigan State, had a nail-biter with North Texas, then lost at another top 20 program in Illinois, but they really turned it around with the win against Toledo, and Lance Taylor talked about the demeanor on the sideline in that game. They fell behind early, they were down 14-0, and he said really for the first time in his third year in Kalamazoo, he felt the energy on the sideline as we got this, no panic, we're going to get this done. And he says that's a real big difference from the first couple of years.
Yeah, and partly is because he's had a lot of turnover with the coaching staff and the culture he was trying to build. I think he feels like he has all the right pieces in place. He has the talent. And when they won that Toledo game, you just could feel something was going on because they lost in overtime to a good North Texas team right in the stadium. And that went to overtime. Things happening, play calling, and just the offense wasn't in sync, defensive penalty, and they walk out of here with a loss.
They've been pretty tough to handle inside Waldo Stadium under the Taylor era. 5-3 here at Waldo, and offense has not been a problem during the time. Kelly's day is done. He will look to regroup as they turn to the redshirt junior Aiden Leffler. Just the second snap of the year for Leffler. Kelly had to leave the game earlier this year, losing his helmet. So Leffler gets his shot. The redshirt junior from Roncalli in Indianapolis. Joined Ball State in 2022 following a stellar career at Roncalli.
A nice tackle there by Dylan Moore, the reserve linebacker, still running and hitting. Lloyd Carr used to say the expectation is for the position, not the person. If you get in that game, then you're required to do the same thing the guy in front of you did.
Horton, a stop and go, but no luck. Dylan Moore, another tackle. Slowed down on the play by John Peters.
I mean, this is an opportunity for Ball State to work some 4-minute offense. I mean, the game's obviously out of hand, but you can get some stuff on tape and try to leave here on a positive note.
We have talked about it for the first 3 weeks of MAC coverage. Every week is different. Win in advance, almost like you're in a postseason, because this conference is so topsy-turvy. A lot of unknowns runs each and every week. Offline throw, trying to make the midair adjustment was Durham. The freshman cannot reel it in, setting up a third down. But through the first 3 weeks, Marcus, I'm curious. You've seen all the teams. Where's Western Michigan sit right now?
Right now, I would have them at the top. I mean, it's probably going to come down to who plays who and where. But at the same time, and the way they're playing football, and if you look at what Ball State did a week ago, knocking off the defending champs in a comeback fashion, they came in here riding high, 1-0 in the conference. But this team here in Kalamazoo, I think their non-conference schedule got them prepared to play the MAC schedule.
Take a look at what just happened today. Eastern Michigan beats Northern Illinois, Bowling Green, and Toledo, their second loss. I mean, it is going to be a wild month and a half, which it always is in this conference.
It's going to be some tough sledding, and it's going to take some TNT, toughness and talent. And you know what? If your team is tough and talented, that gives you an opportunity to do two things, Sean. Win on the road and win close games. TNT.
Number 93 is wearing number 55 for Western.
Part of that, win on the road. Western Michigan's going to have another opportunity to do that in a couple of weeks. They will get a bye next week, and then they're going to be back at it in Oxford. The quarterback in there, Mark Konecki, the redshirt junior, getting his first looks of the season. And we will hit the 2-minute timeout. One play, one dislocated finger for Konecki. So they're going to pop that in after the 2-minute timeout. Good luck to that young man.
You know, I wasn't even sure I wanted to go to college before I visited Western. I got into the Immersive Cold Case program as a student investigator helping to solve real homicide cases with the Michigan State Police. We solved 2 cases, and now I have my sights set on a career in law enforcement, with the goal of helping to rebuild community trust in our criminal justice system. I came to Western, found my purpose, graduated, ready-made.
Another game day, another win. Your DoorDash streaks lives on, and you're leveling up the discounts. Pepsi Zero Sugar and Papa John's. That's a lot of winning energy. Win every week with DoorDash streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together. It makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
The holidays can be a lot, but with your new Dell PC with Intel inside, you can handle a lot. From taking care of holiday to-dos to taking care of Aunt Jean, even if she can be a lot.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see. And she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Young Cowboy having some fun in Kalamazoo, 42-0 Western Michigan. Pitching the shutout. Lance Taylor, you look at through the years, he has coached along with some of the biggest names in the sport. He was with Brian Shaw at Stanford on the West Coast. Talked about his Notre Dame connection with O'Leary, working on Brian Kelly's staff. He was at Louisville with Scott Satterfield for a year, spent a number of years in the NFL with both the Cardinals and the Jets.
One thing he said in the press conference was he was asked about Western Michigan getting off to a good start last year and why did they have the debacle. He said we weren't ready to handle success. And that was one of the biggest things he learned about that team. And this is the message he's told this team. Yeah, it's 2-0, 3-0, but how are you going to finish? How are you going to handle it now that everybody's telling you how great you are in a 4-game win streak? How is this team going to respond?
Mason Reynolds, the new quarterback. Konecki went out with the finger injury as they keep it on the ground. And we followed up the question, so, sustaining success, one of the toughest things to do in sports. Why do you think this group is different? And he brought up the point that he felt at times last year's team forgot what it took to be successful. And that was exactly dirty work each and every day in practice.
That's right. Dirty work in practice, preparation, film study, execution. But right now, he has this team rolling. And the way that defense looks, it's pretty scary right now for people trying to pass that football.
In this modern era of college football, to hold a good opponent to under 100 yards of total offense, you just can't speak highly enough of what the Broncos have been able to do this afternoon. Again, this was an offense for Ball State last week that nearly put up 300 yards alone in the second half against Ohio. Yet today, 85 yards of offense. They go 1 for 13 on third down.
I'll tell you what, man, 1 of 13, you haven't been out there long enough to even get yardage. And I think when Ball State goes back and watches the film, they'll see early in this game, they may have had a chance, but they just couldn't quite get into a rhythm, turning the ball over and giving up big plays. But they're still a good football team. They just got to go back, figure it out, and start over.
They will hand the ball off. Jalen Alexander maybe with the game's final touch and play, and Western Michigan in this defense registers the shutout. The last MAC shutout